be honest with me. Do you suck at PvP? Elah! Ah, fuck me! If you do, don't worry, you're not alone. I can help you. All you guys need is some of my game sense. So what, like a brain cell transfusion? Precisely, you need my game sense deep inside of you. For you see, ladies and gentlemen, since Arena Breakout Season 4 is coming out soon, if you're still struggling in PvP, it's going to get a lot worse when all the unemployed dissidents of Arena come out to grind the titanium case. So to start off, winning isn't just about having better aim or gear. It's about how you approach and time your fights. Just think back to the times you died where you could have definitely won if you just had better timing, positioned better, or engaged the enemy properly. These 5 tips I learned through countless matches will definitely help you with that, so let's begin. Tip number 1. Stop holding angles and sticking trades. If you're a rookie, your idea of a fight most likely consists of spotting an enemy and walking to your respective ranges and start trading shots at each other like a bunch of cavemen, both hoping they kill the other one first. This can go sideways most of the time if you're outnumbered or outgeared. Let's say, if you're mid-spray and it feels like the enemy's taking a bit too long to kill, disengage and show up in a completely different angle. They will waste precious seconds, requiring and trying to shoot you in that new position. But at that point, you already have him pinned down and all you have to do is finish him off the Aki way.
Did you kill him?
Yeah. Tip number 2. Jigglepeeking.
Yeah.
Jigglepeeking is an essential movement tactic. If you're a former Tarkov or Siege player, then you must be familiar with it. It's just a faster peek with the most minimum amount of exposure, allowing you to gather info or bait shots with little to no risk, which is important in shooters because you don't want to be engaging the enemy and needing to peek an angle only to sit there in the open trying to find them. It's just asking for a free hypersonic ammo delivery straight to your cranium's PO box. To do a simple jiggle peek, first you need to position yourself near the edge of your cover, be it the right or left side of it. In this case, since it's a right peek, lightly tap to the right, lean out, and pull back in. I recommend doing it once for info and bait shots by shooting a few times, followed by spraying your load once you've detected an enemy. And do keep in mind that your peak speed is entirely reliant on your gun's ergonomics along with your armor's move speed and ergonomics debuff. To eliminate any risk, I recommend anti-acing before you peek regardless of what gun you're using, as this helps with target acquisition. And I also do not recommend doing it more than twice, because doing it more than that can present a predictable pattern to your enemies that they can use to track your head, which is no bueno. Try practicing this before your first raid of the day, and this will help you engage enemies better without coping a face full of lead every time. Remember kids, be a G, not a Kennedy. Tip number 3. Use grenades properly.
Kena lagi anaknya.
It's silly. Grenades are probably the single best equalizer men can have next to an overpriced gun, yet I rarely see it being used properly. If not being stored in my teammate's rig as a glorified Christmas ornament, it's usually thrown at random towards the enemy, hoping it'll hit them somehow. For starters, instead of throwing them willy-nilly, try using stuns to gauge where an enemy might be first, then sending a Hail Mary of frag grenades their way.
You've got mail.
Kena tuh.
I've also been noticing that some people really like cooking and throwing nades while standing in front of the enemy. Under any circumstances, you want to be tucked in tight cover while you cook your grenade for 2 seconds, and quick peek as you throw it above the enemy. Not only does this keep you safe, it also ensures that the grenade blows up before your enemy even gets a chance to run away. Another useful tactic is to use the grenade's momentum to cover your push. You could purposefully throw an uncooked nade to flush any angle holders while you push, or use the grenade's explosion to mask your steps while you push. All there's left to do now is to catch the enemy off guard and finish them off.
Kok gacor?
Tip number 4. Find better teammates.
Dua mati.
You see how those guys died in 30 seconds? Bad timing, bad positioning. They were outnumbered and they didn't have the coordination to win that brawl. To fight efficiently, you need numbers, but not just any numbers. You need teammates you can actually work with. If you play with randoms a lot, you've felt it before. Mid-fight, no one's calling shots, everyone hesitates, and the whole team collapses, just like in that clip. And that's why in-game matchmaking just won't cut it. You need to look in ABI's official Discord. They have an active community filled with experienced people, and the general chat always have people 24/7 if you want to ask around about more tips and game info. You can join there and post an ad in the LFG section and start looking. And don't just look for cracked players, by the way. You need to look for players who match your style. Because even good players lose to worse ones when there's no coordination. If you keep losing and your current team refuses to adapt, it's time to dip. Say goodbye and find people you can improve with. Run consistent sessions, call strats, and actually learn how each other thinks. Eventually, you'll learn how to play off one another and you can start improving together. Tip number 5. Play secure ops.
He's fucking blind.
It worked! Fill up, baby! Fill up! We're eating good tonight! Secure Ops is such an underrated mode for anyone keen on learning PvP. You can practice on your rotational skills, your map knowledge, and your grenade throws, all without the fear of losing your gear. This will help for a lot of newbies who aren't confident enough to try out the forbidden lockdown modes. And the upside is you get to make a decent chunk of money if you win. Do note that because of the gear limit, most people will just bring terrible gear and ammo, since everything you get at the end of the round gets converted to coin immediately, like 3% of it. So it's not really that worth it to bring anything over tier 4 ammo. Nevertheless, it's still a really good mode if you want to try practicing with your teammates. You can practice some of the tips I taught you, or hell, just try out some new wacky strats as long as you're having fun. And maybe hopefully along the way you'll gain more confidence to actually play the real modes and make some real money. Well, that's it, folks. I really hope some of these tips helped you understand the PvP a little bit better. And if it does, maybe you could leave a like and a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck in Season 4, pimps.
You got killed by a bot gun.